This is our tarot reader for the night.
No.
Here, take this up with you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What are you doing, silly? Are you getting on the internet again? Did you set this live up?
Yes, he did. He did. I saw it with
All
my
right.
own 2 eyes.
Come on, bud.
Which one?
This one.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's my seat. What's this cat doing?
You don't just want to see.
Ah, now we wait for people to find the live. Please stop.
I'm just putting it right here.
Orion. Hey, Justin.
What?
Orion's having trouble.
No, I'm not.
Okay. What is my phone at? Oh, it's pretty good for now. All right. 7, you're going to have to move, bud. My little booby doobie. Wait, what did I just do? Uh-oh. I don't want any effect on. Okay. All right, hi, hello, here I am. I don't even know if anybody's in here. Let me get my, let me get my iPad up here so I can see, because I can't read anything on that screen. I'm too old and my eyes is bad. There I am. Oh, hi, hello. We got some people. All right, cool. Oh, Jenna's here. Okay. Hi. Well, it's that time again where I get on YouTube and do free readings. So if anybody in here has been here before, then you know how this works. But all you gotta do is tell me your first name and your question, and we can rock and roll. My name is Liz. This is a Pink Richard. I am a dumpster diver, and I do free tarot readings for fun. No, it's not fun. It's because it's very calming and grounding. It's like really good for me. A year ago, I didn't believe in tarot. And that's because I had a fundamental misunderstanding of what it is. And so I've been studying tarot for a year now. All my readings are free. I do not answer any health questions. I don't answer any third parties. So like, don't ask me if your spouse cheated on you or if your crush likes you. I don't know the answer to that. These cards don't know the answer to that. I am not psychic. I do not communicate with dead people. And these cards do not predict the future. I use them as they are intended for guidance, clarity, and advice surrounding something in your life. You know, you have a big decision to make, or you're feeling lost, or you're wondering about your career. That's that. It's going. My day is going. So, without further ado, if anybody has any questions, you could just drop them. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. See, like that is not something I don't know. These cards don't know if you and your ex are going to get back together. There's plenty of tarot readers on the internet that will take your money and give you an answer, but that's not how these cards work. So they don't predict the future. I don't know how it works. If any of you were in here last night, listen, I'll say it again because there's some more people in here now. I am not psychic. I do not communicate with dead people, and I cannot predict your future. That is what most people think these are, okay? That's what I thought they were up until a year ago because I had a fundamental misunderstanding of them. So, these... No, I'm not good with astrology. I mean, I know basic signs and their time of year, but I'm not good with astrology at all. And like, will your son speak to you? I don't know. These cards don't know that. Like, okay, Lisa, that's a really, here, we'll start with Lisa because that's the kind of question that, here we go. So Lisa wants to know if she's on the right path. Now, first and foremost, I personally don't think there's a right. There's just different decisions. We just make different decisions and choices, okay? So we are looking for guidance, clarity, and advice for Lisa. And we'll see what comes out. You guys will see how I do this reading, and we'll go from there. So I don't read predictive tarot because nobody knows the future. But once you see how I read, I mean, I can answer questions like, oh yeah, this looks really good. Your energy surrounding this coming situation, you know, here's your advice to stay on that trajectory. But it's not, you'll see. Let's go. Oh my God, I love you. I didn't know you do. Oh my God, you're so sweet. Jess, so this is only my third time going live. I do free tarot readings. So this isn't any of my like dumpster diving content or anything. But, all right, here we go. So we are reading for Lisa. Lisa originally asked if she was on the right path. You're just going to get muted if you just keep saying that. Tell me anything about me. I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. Jenna, you can mute them. You don't have to block them, but you can mute them. Oh, no, Leah, no, I am not for kids. I am not for people under the age of 18. So the person that says, you're not allowed to. Justin, can you see? Well, no, I don't want you to block anybody. Yeah, you should be able to mute them. Jenna said, I'm really not allowed to block people.
Wait, we're in a timeout. How long?
Oh, timeout, yeah.
How long?
Whatever, I don't know.
1 minute, 5 minutes?
Like 5 minutes, I guess. It looks like they stopped. Anyway, look at that. Kieran, Matt. Oh, were you asking Jenna, like, oh, I really can't block people? Yeah, no. Okay, here we go. So, Lisa, guidance, clarity, advice for Lisa. So this is how it works. Watch what I do for Lisa. And then we'll go from there. The way you get a reading, I don't make a list. I don't go in order because these are all free. I don't put like pressure on myself like that. So after I pull for Lisa and read for her, then I tell you guys to drop your questions in the chat and we go from there. I do not answer anything health related and I don't pull on other people. I can't tell you what your crush is thinking or if your husband cheated or if your girlfriend loves you. I'm here to help you and give you guidance in your life and what you might be struggling with right now or where you need some clarity. All right, Lisa. So Lisa asked if she's on the right path. There is no such thing as the right path. There's just different decisions. So let's see what Lisa's energy is. So I do 3 card draws. Whoop. 5 of Cups wanted to come out. Sun in reverse. And the 3 of Swords. Page of Swords on the bottom is nice. Lisa. Okay, so. No, I can't tell you your name because this isn't fortune telling. I am not psychic. I don't talk to dead people, and I can't tell you anything about you. I don't know you. These cards don't know you either. I use tarot for its real intended purpose, which is guidance, clarity, and advice. It's a tool for introspection. It's kind of like self-help, like a journal or a therapist. It is designed around the journey of life, okay? And there's thousands of people on the internet that will take your money and pretend to tell your future and pretend to tell you, oh, your crush loves you. But that's not real. That's not what tarot really is. So, all right, here we go. Lisa, hopefully you're here. I don't, it's been minutes since you commented. Am I on the right path? So this is how we do it. I do 3 card draws. Sometimes I take the card that was on the cut or the bottom of the deck. So what we are looking at here first is the 5 of Cups. And the way I do my readings is I explain each card, and then there's usually like a bigger message, So the 5 of Cups is a card about grieving, sadness, being depressed. We're focusing on these spilled cups right here. Our heads down, we're wearing all black. Oh my God, this sucks. My cup spilled. And we are completely ignoring that we still have full cups right here. So that's like the glass half empty kind of thing. But this is often a card that just represents sadness, disappointment, not loss, not like death, but just like that in general. Now, Sun card in reverse is heavy because when this card is in the upright, it's all about happiness, joy. I mean, it's like soul-fulfilling joy, happiness, contentment, abundance. This is in reverse. So this is like we are lacking something, or we feel like we're lacking something. But what's interesting, there's a poop on the screen. Oh, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Thank you for coming back. That is so sweet of you. What's interesting about these 2 cards that are relatively like a bummer is that the 3 of Swords is in the 3rd position, or like the outcome position, but it's in reverse. And this is a card specifically that speaks to moving past heartache, sadness, depression. So like that's a little wild that both of these cards are like, focusing on like being down, not happy, wondering where I should turn, what's going on. And this is suggesting that we will be moving past that energy. Now, on the bottom of the deck, which is like the final outcome card, is the Page of Swords. Swords in the tarot is all about our mind, thought, intellect, ideas. It's not emotions. It's not our gut feelings. It's all logic. And this card specifically is about like progress, forward motion, movement. It's about communication and clarity. So, I don't know if you have commented or not, Lisa, but overall, as a whole, I would not answer your question, am I on the right path, with a yes and a no. I would say it appears that there might have been some recent hardships or something, an ended relationship or a lost job or, a sick family. It just seems like something has gotten you down recently, but this directly speaks to moving past like something negative. And clarity, communication, and forward motion is like in your immediate future. So that's how this works. That's it. And that's how I read. So I don't know if Lisa heard all that. Like I said, she was one of the first people to comment like 10 minutes ago. And I'm like, hey, let's do this. So again, I will explain this one more time, because now would be the time you drop your question. So you tell me your first name and your question. No health, absolutely nothing health related. Don't ever ask a tarot reader anything to do with your health, please. And don't ask me about other people. I don't know about your crush. I don't know about your spouse. These cards don't know about them. So Lisa, you were, okay, good. So whether any of that made sense or not, and I don't know if you were in here last night, but there is one thing that I know, and that is that I trust these cards. And so if anything negative has happened recently or in recent months, your energy is suggesting that like forward progress and moving past heartache is on the way. So, Carrie, I said something too. I'm like, Justin, Justin's my husband. I'm like, did you see when the person said, oh, I just wanted to like participate and have fun, and then everything you said related. Oh, it is right. Okay. All right, Lisa. Well, I'm sorry that it was spot on because that means you've been going through something. But I can't. And let me tell you guys something. So that reading probably sounded really generic, and sometimes they are. But you know how it was like sadness, and then the card in the outcome position was, oh, this is a direct sign of moving past that heartache. I don't have to tell you guys what you want to hear. Like, I didn't have to tell Lisa something good because I'm not asking for money. A lot of tarot readers, because it's an easy way to get money, an easy way to scam people, you pay them and then they tell you what you want to hear. But like, oh my God, it's a little fat corgi. All I'm doing is reading the cards that come out, and it doesn't always have a happy ending. So anyway, that's a little taste of how this works. So let's see. Do we have questions? What do we got? My name is Fabian. Did I make a good decision? Well, I would think you're the only one that knows the answer to that, but let's find out, Fabian. So we are looking for guidance, clarity, and advice for Fabian surrounding a recent decision. Fabian, please. Again, I am not psychic. I do not communicate with dead people. I am like a more fun kind of like counselor. I'm not a therapist. I can't fix your woes, but I can definitely help give you advice to steer you in the right direction, you know, based on what your cards say. And I'm also a baby at this. I've only been studying tarot for 1 calendar year. So it's not like I'm some seasoned professional. All right, Fabian, please. Okay. It's so humid here, so some of my thicker paper cards are tricky to shuffle. All right, Fabian. Guidance, clarity, advice for Fabian, please. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, the Chariot on the cut. This is a card of things aligning and movement. I mean, it's a very big card of movement, like moving forward, but it's also because things have aligned, dark and light, day and night, in and out, that kind, yin and yang, that kind of thing. So, okay, let's see what else we got, because that's what was on the cut. Page of Cups in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, and the Two of Wands. All right, cool. So, Fabian, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Okay, so again, this is a card of movement. This is a positive card. Like, if we are looking to move or we have moved, but it's not just a card of movement. And I don't mean like moving houses, although it could be, but it's like a big step forward in something. But the thing about this card is that it's alignment. See, like them mirroring each other. It's about things being aligned. Like the stars are aligned for something to happen. Now, Page of Cups. So I'm going to explain each card, and then as a whole, I will answer relative to how you asked your question. The Page of Cups. So when this is in the upright position, the way that I explain this is the first butterflies you get when you see somebody you're attracted to. Now, that's not all it is. It's not just about romance, whatever. Cups in tarot is about emotions and relationships, not just romantic, friends, family, coworkers, neighbors. It's all relationships. And when this is in the upright, it's the first, like, spark of something, like, oh, this seems like it could be good, or, oh, I like the idea of this, or maybe that, but it's in the reverse, which feels like maybe something or someone wasn't what you expected, But the High Priestess coming out next in reverse is a telltale sign of not trusting yourself enough. This is a card of intuition, all-knowing, of balance and harmony. But it's more like it's the intuition and like the divine feminine. It doesn't matter that it's a female on the card. There's no gender in tarot. This is telling you, like, a main piece of advice for you right now, Fabian, is to trust your instincts. Trust your gut or your first instinct around everything. This is like a lack of confidence and a lack of trusting our own judgment, okay? However, the Ace of Pentacles is a phenomenal card in the third position. This is like a resounding yes. This is about a new opportunity. It could be anything from a new job, a windfall of money somewhere, just something new and good, because Pentacles is about grounded, stable energy that we build on for the rest of our lives. It's not just about money. So this alone feels very like whatever this decision was you made, I think it was a good one. I think we're seeing this because you are unsure of yourself. But on the bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. This is like the world in the palm of your hands. Wands is about action, drive, doing, motivation, passion, getting things done. She is standing there with everything in front of her, like she can do anything. So, new opportunity and the potential to start doing something that you want. I would say that, yeah, there's no gender in tarot. Yes, there's like kings and queens, but it's about archetypes and energies. So, if you go read a book, you would understand. It's not, yeah. Anyway, no, it has nothing to do with society and trans people or the way people identify. Tarot is something that has nothing, okay, it's all right. Don't block them, let them stay, but that's not how this works. So, Fabian, I would say, because you know what? You see how this is a woman? On this card in other decks, it's a man. On this card in other decks, it's a woman. That's why you can't take the Two of Wands to be a woman or the Two of Wands to be a man, because a lot of decks have a different person on it. Oh, they know more than me. Nope, just, I know it. Okay, anyway, so Fabian, listen. I don't know what your decision was. I don't know what you had to choose over, but your energy is suggesting that it was a good one that will bring opportunity into your life. And if it was something like a breakup or you had to do something hard, just because, like, the decision to you, face value doesn't have to be like, what do you mean? There's a new opportunity. It broke my heart. It's just that whatever this decision was, your energy is suggesting that in the long run, this was a productive decision for you. Okay? So, I appreciate you allowing me to pull for you. I thank you so much. And now you are so welcome. Now is the time. Thank you. They are crystal chakra earrings. Handmade. My name is Lynette. Am I on the right path with business? All right, Lynette, let's see what we got. Ooh. All right, we are looking for guidance, clarity, and advice for Lynette. Uh-oh, message redacted. I didn't see what it said. All right, Lynette, please. Guidance, clarity, and advice for Lynette around her business. Yeah. Oh, it I just realized it is Caitlin. I knew it. I thought that, but there were so many people in and out of here. I didn't want to ask if that was her. We all know how I do a screen name sometimes. All right. Lynette, please. Lynette. All right, one more good shuffle. Okay. Oh, I can't see the pictures. My eyeballs suck. All right, here we go, Lynette. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that wanted to come out. The Hanged Man, the Judgment card, and the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, I love this. Wait, Queen of Swords in the reverse on the bottom. All right, Lynette. So the first thing we see is the Hanged Man. This is a card that is asking you what you want to do. So I don't know what your business is. I don't know what's going on with it. You don't have to tell me any of that. But when this card comes out, it's usually because we've hit a spot of stagnation or stillness, or we like lost momentum, and we can survive being in this place. We're making a paycheck. We're doing what, like, we can survive in this place, but it's like, are we happy? Do we have more to give? Like, we could go forward or backward. We're just hanging here. So this is always like asking us, like, what do we want down the road? We might be okay here, but could we be striving for more? Next is the Judgment card. This is about being true to yourself and not allowing judgment from others around you or their perceived judgment to affect you. Worrying about what friends, families, neighbors, the community thinks. This is always a call to like inner strength and like, listen, you do you. If regardless of what X, Y, and Z thinks of this business, or if you're going to be successful or not, like, we can't allow any of that to interfere. This card also reminds us to like check in with our higher power. I know a lot of us know the saying, like, only God can judge me. This is a representation of Gabriel. That's who this angel is like drawn after. That was the inspiration from the original Pamela Coleman Smith, who made these depictions. So it's a little bit, and your God doesn't have to be the Christian one, but the card asks you to like, just remember, no one matters more than yourself and whatever your higher power is, whether it's God, Allah, Buddha, a toilet brush, a pack of Skittles, the universe, like whatever your higher power is, remember that nobody matters except for you and that. But the Ace of Pentacles in the third position is suggesting good things for your business, because the Ace of Pentacles is a new business opportunity, a promotion, an inheritance, a lottery winning. I mean, it's usually not that dramatic, but this is really good energy when asking about a business. The only piece of advice I would give you is the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck, which is like the final card. This is asking you to be more calculated, clear, and communicate. So she is all, Swords in tarot is all about this. Everything in our mind, intellect, knowledge, ego, it's all up here. It's not leading anything with our heart or our intuition. And when she's in the reverse, it's usually a reminder that, like, listen, don't be afraid to communicate exactly what you mean. Don't be afraid to repeat yourself if it wasn't clear the first time. This is like, it's also like a little confidence thing. Just remember to be clear, communicate. Your words have power, and don't second guess yourself. This kind of also goes with the Judgment card too. So, Lynette, I would say that I don't know if anything big is going on. If you're just starting out, if you've been in business a while, but I think your energy is very much sitting in a place of success. And I thank you for allowing me to pull for you. I hope that gives you some clarity or something to think about. And I wish you nothing but the best. Okay, so now is the time you drop your questions if you want me to read for you. First name and then your question. I don't answer any health questions and I don't pull on other people. I don't know if your crush likes you. I don't know if your wife cheated on you. May, I have no idea if you'll get engaged this year. Have you and your boyfriend or girlfriend talked about it? Like, the cards don't know that answer. So, Wendy, I don't know. Christian, that is very kind of you. Lady Hawaii, hello. Okay, Wendy, listen. I will pull cards for you, but I don't want you to have any expectations here. Let me tell you how I'm going to read for you. I don't know, and these cards don't know what your son is thinking, feeling, or doing. But what we can ask the cards, Wendy, is for guidance and clarity where you need to be putting your time and energy into healing. Okay? You don't have to tell me what's going on with you and your son and why you feel like your heart is breaking. Unless he's passed. So can we at least know that he is still alive? And I don't mean to sound like insensitive. I just mean like I don't talk to dead people. I am not a medium. So I don't want any, expectations that I can't deliver for you. Wait a minute. This is annoying. The comments on there and the comments on my tablet, they're coming through faster on my phone, but I can't read them up there, which is why I have my tablet here. Wendy, step into the chat. Are you there? Hello, Chloe. Greetings from Pennsylvania, Chloe. Wendy, are you here? I just need my son is still living or he's passed. Wendy? Going once? I didn't miss her comment, right? First time here. Been on a tough road with my son. Please help. It's breaking my heart. Are you still in here, Wendy? I caught your comment as soon as it came through, but maybe she's gone. KJB, do you know how many devout Christians use tarot cards? Because there are thousands of them. All these are pieces of paper with pictures on them. He is alive. I need to know which... Okay, that's all. That's all I was making sure, Wendy. Okay. So this is what we're going to... And this is what tarot is for. We are going to ask for guidance, clarity, and advice on how you can get to a place of healing. Like where you need to be focusing your time and energy so that you can heal. And that doesn't mean, making your son do anything. That it's like an internal thing. Because he might still do things that are very upsetting. And that doesn't mean he's doing it on purpose. But so let's see what guidance, clarity, and advice we have for Wendy, please. Again, if you're just coming in, I am not psychic. I do not communicate with dead people. I am only a year into studying tarot. All my readings are free. And I am here to help. I had a fundamental misunderstanding of tarot for the first 40 years of my life. And once I found out it's not actually fortune telling, scammy bullshit, it was off to the races. All right, Wendy. Okay. Yeah, because they're not inherently, there's nothing like satanic about them, and plus Satan is a Christian thing. People that don't believe, that doesn't matter. We're not getting into all that. I love all you Christians. I have said from day one, I have a lot of followers on the internet, right? I have made more videos than I can tell you, explaining that I will fight for anyone's religious freedom in this country. I've been saying that for 6 years since I first got a platform, and I mean that. I know I might sound silly when I say whatever your higher power is, God, Allah, Buddha, a toilet brush. I'm not just trying to be silly. Some people need to be included. Do I think anybody worships their toilet brush? Probably. Okay, let's go, Wendy. Let's see what we got. I am a Taurus, Gemini. Wendy, the first thing we see is the Tower. The Tower is the dreaded card in tarot, which it shouldn't be. But given your energy that you're telling us and how you're feeling brokenhearted and everything with your son, the Tower is about destruction and chaos and the foundation falling out from underneath us. It's about change that we can't avoid. Now, it is in the reverse, and the way that I read the Tower in the reverse is that we are trying to delay the inevitable, kind of. It's like not recognizing that changes. These things happen, and they're going to happen whether we like it or not. And especially, I don't know what's going on with your son, and it's not our business. You don't have to explain anything. But I see that coming out first as there has been a lot of heartache and maybe disaster, but you don't have control over it. That's the best way to explain that. It doesn't mean your son is intentionally trying to hurt you, or maybe he is. I don't know, but you don't have control over your son's actions. Knight of Swords in reverse, the Judgment card, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This doesn't surprise me. Is he an adult? Is he an adult son? So, wait, Brit's here? Hey, yo. That's what I do, Matthew. That's what I'm here for. Also, I had a great night at the dumpsters. I didn't edit the footage yet. It'll be up tomorrow, but I found a really cool box. So the only listen, I just explained this. I don't want to start annoying people, but the tarot that you're thinking of, where it's predicting the future and telling you stuff about yourself and what's going to happen, that is not real. But that's not what tarot was designed for. That's the gimmicky, easy to make money tarot. This is the genuine trying to help. These are, it is what it is. If you want to watch and hang out, great. If not, whatever. The Knight of Swords in reverse is a stop sign, okay? When this card is in the upright, Wendy, it's quick, fast, and in a hurry. It is clear. It's like, oh, this is happening. I need to get there right now. I need to get this information over there. I need to get to this person. This is in reverse. It's just a stop sign, okay? I don't know if that's representative of your relationship right now or what, but let me go through the other cards and then you'll see how it fits. Matthew, that's how it started for me. Picking stuff off the side of the street on bulk trash day 10 years ago. Exactly, Aaron, yes. Exactly, yes. It's it helps along the human experience to maybe pull some things out of your brain that you hadn't thought of. You know, when we're looking at a situation, we have tunnel vision. And that's why it's good to have other people look from the outside. But these help us see a situation from different angles that are, yes, that is such a good way to explain it. All right, Wendy. So, yep. That doesn't surprise me. Heat, sun, yep. Okay, Wendy. The Judgment card, we just had this in the last reading with a different deck. So I don't know if you listened to the whole explanation, but I'm going to tell you again. Because the Judgment card kind of mirrors what I was saying to you about the tarot. This is out of your control. So I understand you can't just cut off your son and just not worry, because obviously something deep is going on if you're feeling brokenhearted and lost and you need help. But this card asks us two things. One, to let go of the perceived judgment from others. So what we assume everyone around us is thinking. Oh my gosh, what's the neighbors thinking? What if so-and-so heard? But you know what I mean? But also this asks us to remember that the only people that can judge us are ourselves and whatever our higher power is. Again, that can be God, Allah, Buddha. It could be a frog. It can be whatever, the universe, yourself, whatever your higher power is. This is coming out to tell you, listen, this is a situation that like you don't have control over. I understand you probably miss and want your son or how he used to be or something like that. But your hairbrush, exactly. I'm sure people do worship hairbrushes. Let's be honest. It's 2026. But this is asking you to let some of it go to whatever your higher power is, because that's the only thing that can, having faith is sometimes the only thing that can bring us comfort and healing. Then we see the Knight of Pentacles. Now, there is something else interesting going on here, and I'm actually going to pull more for you, Wendy, but the Knight of Pentacles in the upright is a very, very slow-moving card. Pentacles is all about the physical things in our life. Our home, our cars, our family members, our hobbies, our job. The Knight of Pentacles is like the steady, planting our feet steady and moving forward, slow and steady to the forever future we want. This being in the reverse is telling me that right now, the relationship between you and your son is not moving forward, and that doesn't appear to be in the near future. But let me see. Seven of Swords in reverse is lovely. This is a card about lies, deceit, trickery, things of that nature. Swords is all about our thoughts, mind, intellect, ego. What's in the oven?
Pizza.
Oh, okay. This is about exactly what I said, lies, deceit, trickery, but it came out in the reverse. That's always very nice to see, because that means we're moving past that energy or that situation. Good evening from Pennsylvania. Hello, Pam. Okay, Wendy, I'm looking for a practical piece of advice for you moving forward, though. I mean, we already... Ooh, King of Swords. What is this? The Eight of Cups. All right, listen. You're Brooklyn, but your screen name says Angie. Okay. Wendy, are you still here with us? Because this is a major piece of advice, these two cards that just came out. I just want to make sure you're still here and present. North Carolina. I'm a few states above you. I hear you, Brooklyn. I just want to make sure Wendy is still present. Hello, Amber. I'm going to assume she is. Last time it took her a minute to answer. The two cards that just came out are the King of Swords and the Eight of Cups. The King of Swords, no, but I am. The King of Swords is about being stern, holding firm boundaries, and communicating them clearly. Okay? That's what this card is. Whether this came after it or not, this is a card of being stern. Sometimes the tongue can be a little sharp, his tongue, but this is about drawing a line in the sand and not crossing it, no matter how tough it is. It is about being clear and communicating exactly what you're thinking and what you need to say. Okay? Everything you've said has been right on. All right, listen. The Eight of Cups, Cups in tarot, is emotions and relationships, okay? Not romantic, all relationships. So, children, parents, other family members, friends. The Eight of Cups is a card about leaving something behind, even though it's the hardest thing that we could do right now. And I believe that these came out together because and I'm going to explain this card a little bit more, but seeing these two together is like, listen, the last thing you probably want to do is cut contact, because if and when you hear from him, oh, he's safe, at least I got to hear his voice, yada, yada. But if he's always causing heartache and stress and we're losing sleep over whatever's going on, this is a very clear sign to put up a boundary and keep it. Because this is not walking away from something because we're done with it or we're over. This is a heartbreaking, emotional journey, and we have no idea what's in front of it. He's leaving by way of moonlight. There's a bunch of rocky mountains over here. He's walking over water, like the terrain is all different. And it is not because he wants to, but because he has to. That's what because there's another card about leaving in the 78 cards, but this is the one about leaving because we have to, even though it's not what we want to do. So, what I can tell you, Wendy, is first and foremost, you know what else is very interesting? Both of these knights are facing the Judgment card. Knights are energy of like adult children. That's why I asked earlier. And both of these are facing the Judgment card, which is also like a message in itself about really stripping away, remembering and understanding that not only for you, but for your son, the only people that can truly judge him is between him and his maker, or him and his higher power, whether he has one at the moment or not, you know? So I love that the Seven of Swords came out in reverse. That is genuinely a good sign that we're moving away from some lies and deceit and, you know, but this is very clearly your final outcome or advice, and it is, I don't think you're going to be able to heal or have any stress relief or lower your anxiety until you literally excommunicado for the time being, not for forever. But I think whatever's going on, I think you need to put up a boundary where it's, I don't call, don't knock on the door, don't ask me for help, don't, like, you have to detach from him, as painful as that is, because that's the only way that you're gonna have any healing at this time, or at least stress relief. And all you can do is trust in your higher power that he will come around, or that he will have some faith in whatever he's dealing with and doing. That's all you can do. I know that's not like super fun advice. Oh, you said all that just to tell me to not talk to my son anymore. But there is one thing I know. Oh, I'm covered in goosebumps on my right side. That's weird. It's only on my right side. That is your genuine that's your genuine advice. I don't think you're going to have any peace until you're able to put a very firm boundary up. And doing something like that might require a support group. You maybe find some, like, on Facebook or something, like parents of no contact children, or so, you know what I mean? I don't know. But hey Trina, your advice is we gotta put up a boundary and walk away for the time being. You're not going to get any less stressed or have any less heartbreak going in circles of whatever is going on right now, okay? So, Wendy, I wish you nothing but the best. I genuinely hope whatever's going on, whatever he is going through, may be resolved, or he may find what he needs to come around, and you know what I mean? Again, you don't need to tell us anything, but I wish you nothing but the best, and I believe that you will. I believe that's the only way you're going to get some peace is leaving. That's the way that's why I love tarot. I don't know how that happens. Listen. And for anybody that's like, "Oh, is it real?" Listen. I don't know how it happens. Again, I am not psychic. I can't predict the future. I do not communicate with dead people. But somehow, I focus on the cards when I'm asking a question, and it just gives me cards, and I explain to you what the cards are. It's not that I magically know what's going on in your life. I don't. I am just the translator of the pictures in front of me. And if it resonates and it can help you guys, that is the whole point of why I'm here. You know, I'm not here to scam anybody and pretend I can tell you something I don't know. That's not how the average tarot reader works. But yeah, Wendy, listen, sending you a lot of love. If anything, that the 8 of Cups is just confirmation to let you know that, like, this move, it's all you could have done. It was the right thing to do, and peace will come once you start the new chapter of your life. Okay? That's exactly what it, exactly. Yes. Yep. Oh, shut up. I was going to try and do a, what was that? I was trying to do like a, I'll get you, my pretty. I've never seen The Wizard of Oz. Anyway, definitely sending you a lot of love, Wendy. And I mean that. Amanda, hi, how you doing? What's up? It's been a hell of a week and a half. I'll tell you what, but okay. So, Brooklyn, whose name, oh wait, no, that's not Brooklyn, because that person is Amber. Wait, how, I'm Jane. My question is, will the sun shine soon, or do I need to endure a bit longer? The obstacles are one after another. Life is hard since birth. Should I focus on... Listen, I got you. That's a loaded question, Jane. I think I called you Jan. I am so sorry. Jane, let's see if the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Oh, Wendy, no, if anything, that's what you needed. That's what you needed, is that confirmation. You're doing the right thing. Peace is in front of you with this move. I bet you. Like, truly. Yeah, I'm pretty bad at this witch thing. Jean, thank you so much for the star. Okay. Tomorrow. I've never seen Annie either. Isn't that what that's from? Okay, Jane. That is a loaded question. So, like, I'm not going to, like, focus on crafting for fun. Let's just see what your energy is and what comes through. So, we are looking for guidance, clarity, and advice for Jane. Jane, please. Jane. 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 Hey, Jane. All right. Also, I'm really sorry that I'm not like super interactive with the chat. I totally do not mind you guys chatting amongst yourselves and stuff like while I'm doing readings. I just apologize that I'm not that. So like, out of the people that are in here, I don't know if you guys just ended up here because you scrolled and here I was, or if you guys are like my followers because of my content. But I'm thinking about like a dumpster diving Q&A live sometime this week. I don't know if that is something we would be interested in, but I'm really thinking about doing that this week. All right, Jane. Oh, Cheryl, hi. I didn't even realize you were here. Yeah, I've never seen it. Well, thank you very much. I'm here to entertain. What do I think of a reading of mainly major arcana, like 7 to 10 cards? So I don't do just major arcana cards, like just using the 22. That would be a really heavy reading. I just do these 3-card draws since my readings are free and it's easier. I have done 10-card Celtic crosses, and I will do more of them once my feet are a little more wet going live on YouTube. But I just keep it easy peasy lemon squeezy, you know? All right, Jane, let's see what we got. 2 minutes. What?
Spell super chat.
Oh, shit! Hannah! Oh, my goodness. Okay, listen. Hannah, I will pull for you, but nobody else follow in Hannah's footsteps, okay? Please don't send me money because my readings are all free. And I don't want people to start like sending money. Oh, she's got to read me if I send money. Hannah, I absolutely am happy to pull for you, but just nobody else follow her lead, okay? So let me read for Jane, and then Hannah, I got you. All right, Jane, let's see what we got. Ooh. All right, Jane. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. We just saw both of them in the last reading in a different deck. And the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, that's cool. I just haven't. I was not. And the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. What is that? There's a cat dancing. There's a cat DJing. There's a cat DJing on my screen. Ooh, 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 ing. Huh. That's awesome of you. I appreciate that. Like, genuinely, I really appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, I just have never watched. I don't know. I'm not a movie person. Growing up, we didn't have cable, and like I was in a lot of activities and we were always outside. So like there's just a lot of movies. I never got interested in movies like that. I just didn't like them. A Sunday, oh my God, you guys are sending little things and I'm missing them. And I'm sorry, Jess, thank you so much. That cat was so cool. All right, here we go. There's something to be said for the fact that there's 3 knights on the table. And I wonder, well, let's just do this like I normally do. Every card. Knight of Pentacles is the first thing we see. The Knight of Pentacles is our feet are already planted and we are starting to move. Like, this is a very slow move. He moves at whatever pace he wants to, okay? Pentacles is all about the physical. It's not just money, but it's our home, our cars, our family members, our vacations, it's just everything. And it's very grounded, structured energy. So the Knight of Pentacles is there, like, we bought the plot to build a house on. And then, you know, we started building the house, we laid the cement, and he came up. He is here to build up the walls, and he's going to go slow and steady because it's for his forever. So this is like nice forward progress that isn't going to fizzle out. I don't know what it is alluding to you for you right now, but that's what he is. The Knight of Swords is quick, fast, and in a hurry. So swords being our thoughts, intellect, mind, all that, communication. This is one of 2 cards that I describe in that manner, quick, fast, and in a hurry. He is running on the horse. He has a message. There is something that needs to be shared, and it is coming. It's just very fast, like, oh, yeah, yep, I need to get this idea to somebody. I need to communicate to them, XYZ, whatever. The Hierophant in reverse is telling you to think outside the box. When this is in the upright, it is about traditions. It represents like structure over the generations. A principal, a priest, a CEO, someone in a position of like power, if you will, or a position at the top, because they have done whatever their thing is. They've done it well, and it's worked for centuries. It's traditional, staying in the box, and just doing what we know works. When this is in the reverse, it's telling you, don't be afraid to stray from the beaten path. Think outside the box. Everything doesn't have to be black and white or cookie cutter. And then, listen, thank you. They are handmade by my friend. They are crystal chakra earrings, handmade by my friend Elsie. Her website is Mystic Wearables. Anyway, okay. The Knight of Wands in reverse on the bottom of the deck. This kind of mirrors the Knight of Pentacles, which is the first card we see. When this is in the upright, the Knight of Wands is flashy. He's a player. He's doing, saying, wearing all the things to get your attention and get what he wants out of you. Wands is about the passionate, fiery, motivated, fierce energy, okay? And the Knight of Wands is like something new that looks good, but we're not realizing it would fizzle out really quickly. When this is in reverse, it's like we already didn't fall for the bait. That's the way I explain it. Like, we went out to a club, this guy came up, or gal, whatever, all flashy, talking the talk, walking the walk, and we're like, oh my God, this is it. This is my forever person. If we went home with them, it would have been a walk of shame in the morning. There would have been nothing more. But this is like saying we didn't take the bait. We didn't go for the... So in relation to how you explained your question, what this tells me is that you're making good choices. I know you want to know if the sun's going to come out and should you focus on crafting. But this is telling me that, like, your head is on your shoulders and you've been making the better choices for you especially after what you've been through, okay? And that's this. This is reassuring that. This is telling you that, listen, you're in the right direction. You're not making decisions that are not going to be there for the longevity of your happiness or everything. You know what I mean? Now, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles are looking at each other. There's always symbolism there. Let me see. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss any comments from you. You know what I think the Hierophant is telling us? How you specifically said, should I focus on crafting, to focus on fun or like happiness or whatever? I mean, you can craft. If that's what you feel like you want to do, get started. But I think the Hierophant is suggesting to you, especially being in the third position, don't be afraid to take a risk. Like, just because you have been dealt a shit hand and you've been through a lot in your existence, you don't have to play it safe. You don't have to stay within a box and get our happiness from this and make sure we're doing this properly and this. Because, again, these are like mirroring each other, letting you know that like you didn't choose chaos. And I really like that. So I really think that, so there's no message here of, oh my gosh, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. It's not like, oh my gosh, yes, happiness is coming tomorrow. But it's also, there's no negativity here. I think don't put so much pressure on any decision. This is very strongly like reassuring you that you're making moves in the right way, and just don't stay in a box. If there is something, like, don't be worried about taking risks. If there's something that like you have thought about doing, but you're like logical part of your brain said, well, no, I've been through this or I've experienced that. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Don't do that. I am going to pull one clarifier though before I let you go, Jane. Just give me a second. All right, let me see, Jane. Oop, that's the one. Oh my goodness. 10 of Wands in the reverse. Love that. So this... Oh my goodness, I love that. The 10 of Wands, when this is in the upright, it's way too much on your plate, too much stress. The world is on your shoulders. We need to let that go. This being in reverse is always a sign of some weight being lifted, okay? And that could be in the form of anxiety, of physical tasks in your life, responsibility in a job or with family. The 9 of Wands in reverse, which comes right before that, this tells you we are this close to something we have been working towards. I love this. Listen, Jane. Truly, I think your reading is saying as a whole, everything I've already said, but like as a whole, don't be afraid of risks. you are being, what is the word I'm looking for? It's not validated. Your cards are reassuring. You are being reassured that you're in a good space and moving positively forward. And that is here in more than one card. So if you want to craft, by all means, go and do that. If we want to be more literal, when I'm talking about how this is the grounded energy to move forward for our forever, the sun is shining on him. This is what stays out of anything here on the table. This is the most solid, grounded piece of energy here, and this is forever energy. So it doesn't surprise me that that came out first. So I don't know if crafting is going to be fun for you. If you feel like it will be, then by all means, please do it. But your main piece of advice is to think outside the box. Don't make yourself stay in a square. Don't worry about outcomes because you've been through some shit and you're afraid of like bad things happening, because your energy genuinely is telling you that you are on a very positive trajectory. Okay, so I wish you nothing but the best. If you start crafting, once you've made some stuff, come back and let us know so we can buy it from you. But truly, I wish you nothing but the best, Jane, and I really appreciate you allowing me to read for you tonight. So, if anybody is just coming in or excuse me. Now is the time you would drop your questions. What's up?
You gotta read for Hannah.
Oh, Hannah! See? Thank God I have mods. Hannah! Hannah! That's what my mods are for.
Hannah HD.
Okay, Hannah, step into the chat. Where's that baby?
Sleeping on Ryan's bed.
Okay. Oh, really? That was your first reading then? Oh my goodness. Victoria Hawk, thank you so much. Hannah. Hannah, step into the chat, please. I know your question said something about your son, but I don't remember.
You want me to read to you?
What?
You want me to read to you?
Oh, you still know it? Yeah. Justin's going to read it to me, apparently.
How can I be a better parent to my son so he grows up to be a gentleman and not like his dad?
Haha, Hannah. Okay. Justin just read me the question. How can you be a better parent to your son so he grows up to be a gentleman and not like his father? Is that correct? I got you. Yep, I see your... Okay. Listen, first and foremost, Hannah, the fact that you're worried about that already tells us... Sorry, I'm trying to think of what deck I want to use. Okay. The fact that you're worried about that is already telling... Oh my God. Look at what is on the split. The Magician and the Empress. I just cut the deck to shuffle for your first shuffle, Hannah. The Magician... Oh my goodness. Let me finish saying what I was just going to say to you. The fact that you're asking, how can I be a good parent, already means that you are one. And you know how I know that? Because I am a parent that insists I am not a good one. I've been doing it for 12 years now. And it's not something I ever wanted to do. And I mean, we're not going to get into my life story. But the point is, what I have learned is that people that worry about if they're being a good parent are often light years better than other parents. It's always the ones that think they are the bee's knees and their parenting is the best, whose kid is getting in trouble with the principal every day and yada, yada, yada. So I already know that he is being raised in a better way than half of the children in our country. You know what I mean? So we will start with that. Listen, this card is You have the tools, the knowledge, the ability, you have everything to accomplish, do, and get what you want. And the Empress, this is the nurturing card. She's the fertile, nurturing, intuitive mother. That's what this card is. That's why that was wild. So let's see what comes out though, Hannah. Well, this is all general knowledge. I don't know anything about the people I'm reading for. It is all general messages. Each card has different meanings. There's different nuance around them. But yeah, I don't know anything about the people that I'm reading for. And I would never claim to know anything about them. Oh, it's 11:11. Thank you, Jenna. Everybody make a wish. Hello. All right. Guidance, clarity, advice for Hannah, please. Hannah, please. Okay. All right, Hannah, let's see what we got. Oh, Suzanne, that's not something these cards would know, and I would never pretend to be able to give you that answer because that's such a vulnerable thing. I'm really sorry. All right, Hannah. Oh, Three of Cups is about community, our closest allies, our closest friends or family members. This is always just a reminder of support that whoever is your closest confidants, your best friends, your close. Look at what just came. Oh my God. Look at what just came out as the third position, the outcome card. You can't make this shit up. You know what the best part about that is? I would be the worst person on planet Earth to try and do like a sleight of hand trick. I'm the kind of person that would like be trying to do a trick while I'm accidentally showing you the trick card and like, I just love that. Oh, I love this so much. You're welcome, Susan. I'm just being honest. Okay. Here's what we have, Hannah. Please remember that you have people around you and don't be afraid to use them as support. Even if they have heard about your son's father and all the bad shit he's ever done. If you still need to talk about it again, that's okay. Anyway, so that was on the cut. That's just like a little reminder. The star card coming out first is suggesting that you are not healed, which is very plausible, especially if we are dealing with someone that is not a good person and has wronged us, yet we still have to look into the eyes of half of that person every day. Obviously, you love your son unconditionally, totally and completely, but like, this is just suggesting that like, maybe we're not fully healed around whatever has happened. Two of Pentacles in reverse just feels like the ground underneath us is shaky right now. When this is in the upright, it's all about balancing, but the seas are very rough. We're like, we're not just balanced. We're like, oh, ooh, what is that, a ghost? But the infinity symbol is like reassuring, okay, we're keeping our heads above water. But when this is in reverse, it's like, maybe we're struggling a little worse than we thought, trying to keep things balanced. That doesn't mean finances, or it just means in general, in something. Or maybe this could even be like, I thought I was handling whatever I'm not healed from a little better, but maybe we're not. Maybe there's some more healing that needs to be done there. But the Empress coming out in the third position, and there's more down here. This is, I mean, there is no other advice that I could give you from any of these cards other than you've already got it. I can't believe this card. I mean, I can believe it because that's how this works. But like, she is not just the fertile, nurturing energy in the tarot. She is the divine feminine. She is one with nature. She is harmony. It's like inner. She is what comes after this. The Star card comes after the Tarot. It's like or the Tower. It's like a rebirth or rejuvenation, starting over. We're healed, we're fresh, and we grow into this, essentially. This is just the only thing I could give you advice that comes from her is your intuition. Now, we have the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is a little bit of doubt or a little bit of not dissatisfaction, expectations. Usually the way I explain this card is we have been working at this. We have been, building the foundation of our future. And we kind of are like, I thought I might be further by now. I've been at this for a while. I thought I'd have more. I thought we'd be further. I thought things would be better. It's not bad. It's not like a bad card. It's like an expectation thing. Like, maybe it's not about lowering your expectations. I think this is expectations for yourself as a parent. That's exactly what that is. And that's not going to go away. Listen, I didn't need tarot cards to tell you that you're already being a good parent and you're going to raise your son in that energy because you're asking how to do that, okay? The parenting that matters is not what we say and do directly to our kid. It's what we are doing at all other times. Because even if you think they are paying attention to that tablet or they're doing something or they pick up on all of our body language, not just like be careful what you say around your kids. I mean like in general, fully and completely. Your confidence level, your anxiety level. Even if you think things aren't showing, your body language lets things out. You are very capable. You don't need anything to tell you how to be a better parent. As long as you keep your expectations and you continue to have the thoughts of like, am I doing the right thing? Is this in his best interest? Oh my gosh, I could be a better parent. That means you already have it all. You're already doing it all. Ooh, I don't know what that is, but thank you very much. Thank you so much. Kids are sponges, yes. But genuinely, Hannah, like there's no advice I can give you aside from relying on those that you trust. Relying on those that you trust and being kinder to yourself. Not holding your expectations so high that... I just put the cards back in the deck and I went to cut. That's the High Priestess. Her and the Emperor, she is the psychic. The dark and night, the dark and night, the day and night, dark and light, in and out, above, below. The High Priestess is the all-knowing. You got this. You already are a good parent, I'm sure. And even though his father is a bad human being, a dirtbag, you don't have to tell us. I think we got the vibe. Your son's gonna do great. Honesty, compassion, and as long as you're worrying about whether you're doing a good job or not, that's all you need. Doesn't surprise me. doesn't, and it's not like that's going to go away. You're not just going to be like, oh, fuck it. Who cares what I do or don't do or what standard I hold? But I promise you, if there was like an area of something that you should be focusing on or worry about, then the Empress wouldn't have come out, okay? As long as you always have a healthy thought of, am I doing enough? Am I doing this right? Am I X, Y, and Z? Your son will turn out great, truly. So, thank you again for that. I wish you the best. I appreciate you hanging out. And, you know, I'll be here. So, okay, well, now is the time to drop a question. So, no health questions, no third party. Don't ask me about your crush or somebody else, but you are very welcome, my friend. Thank you. Now is the time you guys can drop questions. Let's see. Where is my wallet? Your wallet is in a golden cup in the hand of a dude in armor sitting on a white horse. Hope you find it. Kimberly, did I make the right decision in a very tough family matter? Let's see. Ooh. Kimberly. Oh, that's not how you shuffle cards. I remember my first beer. Kimberly, please. Guidance, clarity, advice for Kimberly. Surrounding a family decision, yeah. Oh my gosh, that is so notable. I don't know what word I was going for, huh? Trying to help your friend in prison and you have seen a change in them. That is a very genuine, that's a good friend. Can you cut me a piece of that or is it already cut? I can't tell from here. It just looks like half a pizza. All right, Kimberly, let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You can just set it next to me. Thank you very much. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno. Oh, YouTube doesn't know about my commercial shit. I normally go live on an app called Whatnot. I've been going live on there for almost 4 years, and I have all kinds of antics and inside jokes that you guys are not privy to. All right, Kimberly. The decision, the big family decision, was it in... Okay. One last shuffle. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, it went under. It was a little spooky. I didn't like it. You know what? Can you shut the window because nobody is there? The humidity is really making my paper cards tricky to shuffle. All right, Kimberly. Good evening, Teresa. The Four of Cups in reverse, Kimberly, on the cut. We'll get to that in a second. 8 of Wands in reverse, the Moon, and the Death card in reverse. The Tower's on the bottom of the deck. I don't know if you guys noticed what just happened with that last shuffle there when I was like, oh, I was trying to get the cards to like one to go under the other. I was trying not to have the Tower go on the bottom and it wanted to come out anyway. Okay. That's okay. There is no like doing this. I'm not psychic. I don't know anything about you guys. I don't talk to dead people, and I can't predict your future. These cards are a tool for like guidance and clarity. So I pull some cards out, I explain each card, and somehow it relates to whoever I'm answering a question for. I am certainly no witch. I mean, I do have a wide nose, but anyway. The Four of Cups coming out first in the reverse. When this is in the upright, it is a card about being stubborn. It's like he's sitting with his arms crossed. Okay, I have 3 cups right here, whatever. Completely missing divine intervention right here. So when this is in reverse, it's usually the way I read it is like coming out of a stubborn situation, or like coming out of refusing to see the bigger picture. This is like, oh, maybe we're seeing the bigger picture, or maybe that was something that was made clear with whatever was going on with the family. Your first card is the 8 of Wands in reverse. That is a stop sign. When this is in the upright, it is quick, fast, in a hurry. It is very fast moving, passionate, motivated, get the job done energy. Let's go. But it's in reverse, which is like a stop sign. Then we have the Moon card. This is such a tricky card in tarot because it's about things that are unseen. It's about things that are in the dark. The coyote and the dog are barking at the moon. Meanwhile, he's looking at them with an attitude. They're completely oblivious to the fact that this lobster is about to come up and bite him in the balls, okay? It's just about things that we can't see. There isn't clarity around. We don't know. But it doesn't mean it's negative. It's usually just like, oh, there is more to the situation. The Death card in reverse is suggesting that you are having trouble letting go of something. When this is in the upright, it is about the ending of something. Like, and this is not a scary card. It's not death like a person. It's the ending of something. But it's not like, oh, we broke up, or, oh, I crashed my car. It's something that is no longer serving your life. And it's not just letting it go. It's shutting the door, locking it, and throwing away the key. It's something that there will not be access to anymore. There's no looking back. There's no trying again. There's no revisiting it. But when it's in reverse, it's suggesting that we're holding on to something that we know we need to let go of. Okay? And then on the bottom, or the bottom of the deck, or the final outcome card, is the Tower card. This is a card that everybody is afraid of. Now, remember, I cannot predict the future, okay? Let me explain this, and then I will tell you what this is, what we're looking at in a whole, based on your question. The Tower in tarot is a card that represents destruction and chaos. Unavoidable or inevitable changes, no matter how much we don't want them to happen. But what it really is about is making those things fall away, crumbling that tower, so what's intended for you can step into, or so you can step into the energy that was intended for you. This could be like, a good way to explain the Tower card is like, oh, I have a job. My job's fine. I go every day. But it's not what I'm passionate about. I really want to do this. But I'm not taking any steps to do that. I'm afraid to leave my job security. This is a risk. What if I can't pay my bills? Yada, yada, yada. The Tower is energy that would come in and, oh, you're fired. Completely unexpected. You got fired. And now you have no choice but to go after what you were aspiring to do, okay? So this is not like a bad premonition. And we're also talking about something that already happened. A decision, a big family decision that was already made, okay? So if we step back, Kimberly, and look at this as a whole, excuse me. I don't know what the family situation was and what decisions had to be made, and you don't have to tell me. But what this really seems like as a whole was whatever this decision was unavoidable. Even though it might have been hard for somebody or someone or some of us or something to come to terms with it, because it's not just this, it's like, also, by the way, these are towers in the moon card. These are 2 towers that it's like, oh, are they, well, whatever. Let me not get too nuanced here. I don't know what is leaving you unsettled. Like, I don't know why you're asking if it was the right decision to make, because I feel like it would have been what I'm trying to say is, okay, you had a family decision. This is suggesting that, like, the decision you made is what was going to happen. Even if you had a choice and people were talking about choices, it feels like this is what the decision was going to be anyway. Let me... Oh, I see how it is. Oh, the star in reverse means there is healing that still needs to be done. The star card is a card of healing, and that coming out in reverse suggests that there is, like, healing that needs to happen that hasn't happened yet. Maybe whatever yes, love that. All right, listen. The World is a card of completion, but not an ending, okay? This is a card of, like, everything coming together, falling into place how it was meant to. That really reiterates the feeling of, like, whatever happened, whatever this decision was going to happen anyway. So listen, I can't say yes or no, the big family decision was right or wrong. What I can say is there seems to be a lot of hurt around it, or just a lot of unanswered questions, or, like, there's a lot of uncertainty. That's the word I was looking for. There's a lot of uncertainty. What I can also tell you is there's something that we need to let go of. It can be like a person, place, thing. It can be an idea. It can be a thought pattern that it has been so negative that we have to set it free and never look back. Like, it can be anything. So it feels like whatever's going on, we still need to be able to let go of something. Oh no. Okay, hang on just a minute. We need to be able to let go of something, and until we do that, we are not going to feel content or have healing around the situation. But the World card coming out when I'm asking for clarification is, like, mirroring the decision that you guys made is what was the best course of action, or it's what had to happen, or what would have happened. Because this is a card of, like, tying up loose ends. It's completion, but not an ending. It's just, like, things coming together and existing in this space now. So I don't know if that helps you at all. This is a lot of heavy energy. It's not happily ever after energy. But there is still healing to be done for someone, somewhere. But I think there was not another... The decision you made is what was going to happen anyway. I don't know why I feel very strongly about that. Okay. I don't know how to say your name, and I don't want to say it wrong, the super chat. Here's the thing. I wonder if I can turn super chats off. I will pull for you, but the problem is, so all my readings are free. And the reason I do that is because I've only been studying tarot for a year. And also I'm here. This is mutually beneficial. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gaining experience and being able to help you guys in the same space. Now, the thing is, my two stipulations are I don't do any health and I don't pull on other people. So, like, your question says, looking for advice on a manipulative friend and whether I should put my trust into the remaining people on the property. I will pull for you, but the problem is I can't tell you anything. And, like, first and foremost, thank you so much for that. Sorry, I'm so worried about you not being satisfied that I'm like, wait, but no. Thank you for that. I really, really appreciate that. But anyone else that is in here, please, please, please don't send don't send chuper shats. Okay, let's not do that. No chuper shats in my live. No super chats. I don't want people to like start tipping and expect a reading because all my readings are free and I just do it as I see them in the chat. So I will pull for you, but I also need you to phonetically spell your name because I don't know how to say it. Hello. As soon as somebody phonetically spells your name, I will pull for you. All right. All right, G. Listen, I'm happy to pull for you, and I'm very appreciative of your generosity. I just want to be clear. The reason I don't pull on other people is because I ethically don't think it's right. So I am going to pull for you, and there's a very good possibility that the energy of these people around you is going to come through the cards. But I just like have to give you that disclaimer. Like I can't speak for someone that's not here. That's all. You know what I mean? But I got you though, G. All right, we are looking for guidance, clarity, and advice for G. That is, this deck is messing with me tonight because of the humidity. Exactly. Lori's got it. And like the thing is, what tarot has become on the internet has everybody thinking that they can find out what their crush is thinking and what's going to happen with this and what's going to happen with that. And it's like it's unfortunate because it's such a wonderful resource. It's such a wonderful tool. But, all right. We are looking for guidance, clarity, and advice for G. Damn. All right, you know what? We're using a different deck. These are just not working. They're like, nope, that's not the deck for him. Oh, I'm assuming you're him. You might be a her. My bad. Yeah, that's what it is, Britt. I get the money, though. That money comes to me. So technically, it's a tip. That's what a super chat is. But the problem is I'm not going to let somebody like pay for me to see their comment and then not read for them. But that's why I don't want people to do that, you know. I don't know the answer to what I was asking. I don't know what that means, Deborah. What is this? What? What just happened?
You just gifted a membership to another person, like your monthly membership.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That was awesome! Holy shit! Dude, that was so cool! Thank you so much! Oh my god, that was freaking awesome! That was awesome! Thank you so. I just scrolled out of my own live. All right, G. Guidance, clarity, advice, please. All right. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Well, I enjoy watching you. Just kidding. That sounds inappropriate. All right, let's see what we got. The Six of Swords coming out on the cut is very telling. We'll get there in a second. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. The Ace of Wands in the reverse. And the Five of Pentacles. This is a very clear message. Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Here we go. Six of Swords. Swords in the tarot is all about our thoughts, mind, intellect, ego. It's not anything in our heart or intuition, or it's all up here, okay? The Six of Swords is a card about leaving, but it's a specific card about leaving because it's not the only one in tarot that has this. The Six of Swords is leaving because we know when we leave this situation, what's in front of us is better. It's not that we're hoping or the grass is always greener. It's we know. Once we're away from this, so like the pop tarot readers, like the ones on TikTok Live, their buzzwords for this are calmer waters ahead or moving out of rocky water. That shit pisses me off. So this is a card of we know that we need to leave this situation behind and it'll be good in front of us. And we do have a mirror for that, but let me get through the rest of them. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. What the fuck was that? Okay. When this is in the upright, again, Ace is all, or the Swords is all up here. This is like a new thought, an idea, certainty, if you will. When this is in the reverse, it's like, nope. That's the best way to describe that. The Ace of Wands, however, is a new spark when it comes to creativity or passion or drive, like physically doing. This being in the reverse, I always explain as like writer's block, but just in general or like based on your question, this is like the lack of interest, the lack of excitement or the interest in this situation as my elbow falls off the table. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. What is going on here? The Five of Pentacles is the card that I describe as the down bad card. Being out in the cold, tattered clothing, we're hurt, tired, hungry. Now, this card goes two ways, depending on what else I'm reading with it. It's either talking about being in a bad way, or sometimes it's acknowledging that we're in a bad way and we need to ask for help. I don't think that's what's going on here. I believe that we are seeing the reality if we continue to trust these people and the situation we're currently in. I think that's going to put us in a bad way financially, some other way. However, if we take our logical advice that we know is smart, the Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment, of good things, of like, we have earned all these cups and we're sitting here proudly showing them off and protecting them because we did that. There's a lot of nuance when it comes to tarot, and the way that these cards presented themselves is telling. And that's exactly what I just said. Like, I think if you go against your better judgment, you're going to end up in like not the best place. And if you trust your logic, the things that you already know, it puts you in a positive place. And that's like a very, Six of Pentacles on the bottom of a deck. This is a card of like charity. But this being on the bottom of the deck is like, this is being in such a good spot that we can help others. And sometimes, especially in a reading like this, I feel like this is like, just because you can doesn't mean you have to. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Just because you can doesn't mean they would do it for you. Okay? I know, I'm watching the live in a delay. So, listen, that was a very straightforward message. Okay? Very straightforward message. Trust what you're already thinking. But, and like, I don't read predictive tarot, but the way that this works is like, you could still choose to trust the people that you're involved with in whatever's going on. But I suspect it will lead to a bad situation. Or you could take the advice of the loudmouth, annoying tarot lady and be like, all right, maybe I should just listen to what I already knew. Either way, I feel like you're still going to get to the same outcome. You know what I mean? Like, what I just explained was like talking in a circle. I'm trying to make it make sense how, like, I don't read predictively, but like, I still trust these cards with everything that I have read and seen for my people over the last 6 months. You know what I mean? So, I thank you. I appreciate your generosity. I thank you for coming in, and I wish you nothing but the best. I hope this gives you, like, genuinely some clarity. Okay? Yada la da da dee da 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 da. I need to take a bite of this cold frozen pizza. It's not frozen. It's DiGiorno. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno. Oh. Luann? Is it Luana or Lawn? Oh, God. I have a passion for doing educational talks about something very sacred to me. Stumbling blocks. Will it happen? I'm lost. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. Jenna, I love you. I will see you tomorrow, okay? I would like to meet up earlier in the day if possible, but I'll text you once I know how the first half of our day is going. I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep. Tell Allie I said sweet dreams. Is it Luann or oh God, I'm so sorry. CRIN girl, thank you so much. I appreciate your kind words. Justin, Launa, Lana.
I'm not sure.
It's with an H. Luana, Lana or Luana? Lou is Well, now that makes me more confused. You told me almost identically to what a friend shaman told me about a month ago to cut him off and let go. He's abused. Oh, dude, I'm really sorry that's something you're going through. I really am so, I also really appreciate you allowing me to pull for you, especially like on a serious situation like that. I really appreciate that. That's what I'm here for. Like, I'm genuinely trying to, Luana. Luana. I am so sorry. I feel literally awful that I'm not pronouncing your name right. Luana. 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 Okay. I got you, Luana. Let's see what we got. No, you know what? I'm using the Modern Witch. I'm going to stand up to shuffle this because this is the deck I use for these exact kind of questions. So these are like thick paper cards, and because it's been so humid, they're giving me trouble shuffling them, but we're going to make this work. Because this is the deck I would use for like this exact kind of question. I have an idea. I've got an idea. One for the news. I've got an idea. I need a please idea. All right, let me take one ring off and see if this makes a difference. Look at that. It certainly did. All right. She's just a little temperamental sometimes, that's all. All right. 2 more shuffles. I feel bad. The last 2 nights I told him I would take him to bed, and then I ended up being up really late doing this. All right. There we go. Let's see. Been here a long time, huh? Deborah, I think you're did I read your comment like 20 minutes ago that said I don't know the answer to my question. Maybe you were in a conversation with somebody else. I'm not sure. All right.
Maybe remind people to like and subscribe.
Yeah. I don't like that. All right. Here we go. Luana, please. Queen of Pentacles, Page of Swords in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse. What's on the bottom of the deck? The Emperor. Oh, I like the Four of Cups under him. All right, let's see. So, Queen of Pentacles is very grounded, nurturing, long-term, safe energy. Pentacles is all about the physical things, the just all of the physical things in our life, our family, our house, our cars, our hobbies, our pets, all the things. She is at one with nature. She is very intuitive, very compassionate, safe, grounded energy. Now, Page of Swords in the reverse is like a lack of forward progress. And the Queen of Swords in reverse is a lack of confidence, clarity, and being able to communicate things that we need to, essentially. And then on the bottom of the deck is the Emperor, which is very large and in charge, controlling, I'm here energy. Specifically, right now, what we see on the table, and I'm going to pull more, is there's no wands. And the reason I say that is because wands in tarot is all about the passion, the motivation, the drive to accomplish something or excel or be able to do what we feel passionate about. And sorry, I just like short-circuited. You see that? So I say that because that doesn't mean that's not what we're talking about here, but I wonder if this is more of like something bigger in your life. It could pertain to it, but I'm going to pull some clarifiers. But when the Page of Swords is in the upright, it is like communication and like we're getting going here. We are doing something. We have the plans. We know exactly what we're doing and we're moving. This is air, like energy when it comes to the zodiac. And it's like the wind is in the background. You see the movement in the clouds and her hair because it's moving forward. So this in the reverse is like a lack of forward progress around something. This is suggesting that you are grounded. You are grounded and stable where you are. But maybe we are feeling... So when the Queen of Swords is in the upright, she is very clear. She is very intelligent. She chooses her words carefully. And she speaks with intention, okay? So her being in the reverse, it is like a lack of confidence around something, or maybe we're unsure of exactly all the steps that we need to take to accomplish something we want to do. Now, the Emperor on the bottom of the deck, I really like because this is very like empowering boss energy, okay? Can be controlling, can be stern, but I want to ask for some clarification. The High Priestess in reverse. Okay, we really need to trust our instinct. She is a very loud message when she comes out. That's what the high priestess is. She is the divine feminine. She's the balance between day and night. She is the all-knowing. It's not just trusting your gut, it is knowing, like trusting and believing your soul and is telling you everything honestly, and you take it the first time you hear it, okay? That also kind of mirrors the Queen of Swords in reverse. So it feels, well, let me, hang on. I love that. The Sun card is joy, happiness, like ultimate contentment, childlike wonder and joy. Listen, it's okay that we don't see wands. I think that your advice from this, specifically around your question of expressing that there's something very sacred that you would like to pursue educational wise, and I don't know if you feel like there's a block or you're not sure what your next steps are, but the main advice from this is like you already have your feet planted, okay? You are in the space that will honor you. Like I'm here, okay? I'm ready, willing, and able. I have structure and foundation under me. I can do anything. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the High Priestess, all in reverse, are all kind of mirroring each other with there's some lack of confidence or idea. I believe that you're very passionate about this, and I believe it's probably something that needs to be met with passion. It's not just like a, hey, I would like to educate people about the dangers of an endangered turtle. You know what I mean? Like, it's something much more serious that comes from a high place of respect and stuff. The Emperor and the Sun being in the upright in the bottom three here is like, I feel like this is going to be like a wild success. I don't know what you literally need to do tomorrow, next week, over the next 2 years to get there. But what your energy is suggesting you need to focus on, or your advice for that time is to get to this position and be able to do what you want to do, is trusting yourself. And that might be little things like affirmations in the mirror every day. But also, I think there needs to be more clarity around the game plan of how you're going to do it. Hopefully that doesn't sound confusing, but it's like all three of those cards are like the same sentiment, essentially. There is something isn't, I don't know if it's the planning process, if you're hoping that your desire and experience would be enough to just get you there, but it really feels like trust, confidence, and planning, like up here, logical, like the steps we need to take, and like happiness is the ultimate outcome. So I wish I had I wish I had better, more practical advice, but like I also can't not tell you what the cards are that I pull for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, the Queen of Pentacles coming out first is really nice. You're grounded. You're capable. you need to trust yourself more. You need to trust yourself more, give yourself a little more credit, and think or look into the planning aspect of doing this. I think because we don't see any wands, I think it's not a lack of passion or a loss of interest. I think it's more planning and logistics is, oh yeah, you could totally do this with Monopoly cards. These don't predict the future. Like, I don't know anything about the people I'm talking to. These are just little pictures on paper, and they help when we are feeling lost or we need advice or guidance. These cards don't tell me anything I like about you. There's people that do this with Uno cards because it's Forever, that is very nice of you. I appreciate that. So, Luana, I hope that was a little bit helpful. Maybe gave you something to think about, but like, it's really, the advice coming through is really around logistics and planning and clarity and just being more confident and trusting in yourself. I think you have the part down where it comes to the education, the experience, the passion. But to get there, to make this a success, which is completely possible for you, you're already standing in that energy, you need to worry more about the planning and logistics of it, of how you get from point A to point B. You know what, though? Glitch faction. That's what tarot readers do, and that's why I'm out here trying to combat that. I can't predict the future. I don't know shit that's going to happen even later today, except I'm going to go to bed, you know? I can't predict the future. These cards don't know the future. There are thousands and thousands of devout Christians that use tarot cards every day. They're a phenomenal tool for introspection. It's like having a journal. It's or having, you know, your Bible in the morning. It's a tool that helps you when you're feeling lost or need guidance. Tarot was not invented when the Bible was written, so it's not in the Bible. Because this is the same as like, it's a tool for self-help. Yeah, this isn't sorcery or witchcraft. There's thousands of tarot readers out there that will tell you and take your money and tell you they can read the future and stuff, but that's not what these are. Oh no, I'm not defending myself. This is the truth. This is the truth about tarot. I love educating people. That's why I'm here doing this for free. This isn't defending myself at all. I'm just being honest, you know? Because here's the thing. When I didn't believe in these till I was 40 years old, because I also thought they were predicting the future, scammy bullshit. Okay, yeah, you could tell anything about me, but that's not what they are, and that's why we're here now. Because I too had the wrong idea about what they were for 40 years. I have no idea what they're saying. They're saying that because I'm not giving them the reaction they want. They want me to be like, it's not demonic, blah, blah, blah. So, like, that's the best they can come up with. I don't know what she's saying, so I put her on mute. How would they even know I was talking about what their comments were? All right, listen, it's getting late. I will do a few more readings, though. So, all you have to do is put your question in the chat. First name and question, no health, and no other people. Like, I can't tell you what another person is thinking or doing or anything like that. So, Oregon. Oh, it's early there. It is very nice to meet you, Mama Bear. Deb nephew. That's not a question. What do you have a question, Deb? But remember, I don't pull on other people. I know you've been in here for a bit because I know I talked to you a few minutes ago, but I don't pull on other people. Like, I can't tell you something about someone else. I'm just waiting a second to see if Deb has a question like that I'm able to answer within reason. Nephew has distanced himself from his family and it's been Deb, these cards have no idea if he's going to come back. I'm just being honest. I would not be able to answer that, and that being such like a vulnerable thing, I don't want to like pretend to give you hope, or because I would have no way of knowing if he who what where, you know. I can't I'm so sorry, Deb. I'm sure that's a really tough subject, but I can't. It would be a lie if I tried to pretend I could answer that. I'm really sorry. I am sending you love and support, though, because that's a really tough situation. Glitch does need a hug. All right, let me scroll up a little bit and see. Any messages for the happening on the 28th of June? That's not anything I can help with. That's not, you know what I mean? Like, if I pulled cards saying, oh, is there anything to do with June 28th? It would just be make-believe. Because these cards don't know what happened on June 28th. I'm really sorry, Catherine. What will happen with, my Mama Bear, the only two things I do not read on are health. I won't ever pull on anything regarding health, doctors, none of that. No tarot reader should. And then I don't pull on other people. What is your question? 4324. I've seen some of your comments, but I don't think I saw a specific question from you. What's your question, Don't my messages come through? I don't know. I don't see another thing from you. I don't know. My name is Robert. I want to know if I'll be able to get my life back on track after open heart surgery. I can't tell you that. I can't. I would never, because open heart surgery is such a real serious thing. It is wildly unethical to pull cards to see if it's going to go okay. You know what I mean? And if you're going to have your life back. That's just way too unethical. I'm sorry. I have a friend who is... Oh, that was your question. The been in prison one. The only thing is, I don't... The cards aren't going to know the answer to that. You know what I could do, What's your first name? What's your first name? With your friend that's been in prison. Oh, you had your heart surgery and I got you. Well, Liv, so these listen, Liv, I'm going to pull some cards for you and see what comes out, but it's not going to be an answer of if this person's going to get out or not. Because the only people that know that are the members of the parole board when they vote to do that. All right, Liv. All right, I got it. Here we go, huh? First and foremost, the high priestess is sitting right here waving at you, saying she is the the intuition, the all-knowing, the balance between day and night. So that's nice to see on the bottom there. All right. Let's see what we got. Queen of Cups is a nurturing, empathetic, deeply loving, mom-like energy. I suspect that might represent you. Talking about helping this person for all this time. The Five of Pentacles is the down bad card. They're on crutches, in tattered clothes, out in the snow. They don't have shoes on. They're poor. They're hungry. They're sickly. This usually represents a card of being down bad. Okay? Is this representing friend in jail? I don't know. But it's in the first position. So it's not what's in front of us. It's what is either happening or behind us. The Strength card comes out to tell you to not lead with emotion. Say he's up for a parole board hearing and he does not get paroled and we really thought he was gonna. This is asking you to keep your composure and remember to lead in logic and grounded energy. Because when we lead with emotion, it doesn't do anything for anybody. And that's a good piece of advice for everyone. Leading with emotion is often what gets us in trouble or what leads to us saying things that we regret. So this is like a call in, like, hey, maybe just always remember to lead with a grounded, neutral energy when, you know, a big decision happens or anything in life happens. The Lovers is what comes out in the third position. This does not necessarily mean anything to do with romantic partners, okay? The Lovers card is often a card of decision. When it's in the upright like this, say we've been at a crossroads and, you know, we took our time and whatever, and we decided to go down this path. It's not the right decision, but this often speaks to alignment or balance, a duality of some sort that like is walking along next to each other in the right way. That probably sounds confusing, but like it's a good sign to see this in the upright. This doesn't predict your future, but it's like a honorable kind of card thing. Like typically a good thing. I don't know what was on the bottom of the deck because I shuffled a little bit. So I'm going to pull something else. Oh, I guess that's it. Ace of Cups. Did you know this person before they were in prison? Oh, I'm so glad. Luana, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. You are so very welcome. I am so glad to hear that resonated in you. Okay, I'm so glad. I wish you nothing but the best, my friend. The Ace of Cups coming out in the reverse is like not something new happening. I'm going to pull one more card. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, listen. This is what the advice is from these 6 cards on the table. I think it has been an emotional 15 years. I think you have been I just want to make sure my phone wasn't dying. I think you have been a phenomenal emotional support for this friend. I think it's also been hard, but the advice on the table, whether it pertains to the friend in prison or not, is like, I feel like it's a warning against being disappointed. I hate to say that because I do not know what's going to happen. I don't know if and when this person is going to get out. But remember to not lead with emotion, which is heavy coming out like that when this is the card of like the most depth, emotional, sympathetic, empathetic energy in the whole tarot. But the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles coming out in the reverse just really feels like there is not a new energy or a new situation taking place anytime soon. But the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is like a lack of forever foundation. Meaning what's happening right now is not forever. But I'm tiptoeing around my words because I'm trying very hard not to say anything to like make you have, oh my God, that lady with the tarot card said he's going to get out. Or, oh my God, that lady with the tarot card said he's not going to get out. Because I don't know what's going to happen, you know? Oh, gee, thank you. I appreciate you hanging out and allowing me to pull for you. Listen, I don't know. The energy on the table is just asking you not to be excited for you to be let down over something, and to try not to lead with emotion, and that what you have done has been like a noble thing. It's also some kind of situation that gives people a bond that is not something other people experience. It's a very nuanced situation. So I don't know what's going to happen, but at least know that whatever your higher power is, or the universe, the energies, whatever, recognize like this journey that you have been on. There's a cat pulling on my hair. The journey that you have been on, the time, effort, compassion, and love that you have put into trying helping this person has not gone unnoticed. And that's pretty much it. I do apologize for like how I'm answering this. Like how I'm saying completely honest. I don't want to say one way or another. But any advice to take away from this is not to lead with emotion, and to remember listen, you are very welcome. But like, truth be told, your efforts have not gone unnoticed to like the powers that be. Whatever your higher power is, you know, whether it's a cat named Chunk, or a bottle of ginger ale, or Buddha, So I am sorry it took me so long to pull for you. It was not purposeful. I appreciate your patience. And I wish you nothing but the best. Okay. I am tired. That's for sure. It's 12:30 here. I'm trying to find a question that's like, I want to do like a fun question, like a not so serious, but also, um, I hope you have a wonderful night too, Julie. Okay, listen, hang on. Megan from Dublin, will I be able to stay strong enough to succeed this time? Let's see, Megan from Dublin. Oh, look who's here to visit. Hello. Hello, beautiful boy. That's my babe. That's 7. He's my dog. Why, yes, he is a cat, but he behaves more like a dog. All right, Megan, let's see. Will Megan, what was the question? Will I be able to stay strong enough to succeed this time? Let's see what comes out, Megan. Guidance, clarity, advice for Megan, please. Guidance, clarity, advice for Megan. Ooh, that's not your card, though. Do. Ooh, the magician. Oh my God, we're done. We're done. I can't even keep shuffling. Megan, when this card comes out, especially if it's a flyer or it's the first card I turn over, the answer is yes, yes, yes. The magician is the card that tells you not only do you have all the tools that you need, you have the knowledge, you have the ability, and you have the drive to accomplish or do whatever you are working towards. This is about manifestations coming into fruition, but genuinely, I can't even pull you any other cards. Asking if you will be able to succeed at something this time, this is like a smack in the face telling you, you have the tools, you have the knowledge, apply it to whatever it is, whether it's a relationship or a job or a passion project or travel or whatever the hell it is. You have exactly what you need to succeed in it. You just need to apply yourself. Apply the knowledge that you already have, and you absolutely will succeed. That is wild. I love how that just came out. So, Megan, please come back and tell me if you succeeded at whatever it was. But seriously, I mean, there's people in here from my whatnot that have seen that happen before. That is a very serious, that's a very serious message. Like, yes. It might be uncomfortable, it might be unfamiliar or anxiety inducing, but as long as you apply what you already know you can do, you got it. You absolutely got it. Will I be able to move in a few months as my guy are disabled and we need help to get a place that is cheaper than what we're living in? Julie, let's see. Guidance, clarity, advice for Julie. I'm trying to do some speed rounds here. Like, let's see if we can get a bunch of your questions answered instead of all these, like, 10, 15-minute reads as 7 pulls my hair off. What are you doing? All right. Come on, buddy. I got to put my hair up. Sorry. 7. What doing? Is a handsome baby. Is he the handsomest, mansomest? Why, yes, he is. All right. Oh, that was not a good one. That's what she said. It's gonna fall. Let me just do this so Seven's not pulling my hair out. Julie. Will Julie be able to move in the near future? The way that I ask that is, what does Julie need to do, or where does Julie need to focus her time, energy, and efforts so that she is able to successfully move in the near future? Woo! Guidance, clarity, advice for Julie, please, on moving. You want the window open, my love? Julie, please. That was a weird shuffle. There you go, Bob. There you go, my handsome baby. There's my handsome baby. Sorry, my throat is very dry. Dry. Let's see what we got, Julie. Eight of Wands. King of Swords. King of Cups. Listen. The Five of Pentacles is what was on the cut. This is the down bad card. This is being like in not a great financial situation, not a great health situation. It's just like being down bad. They're sitting out in the cold. There's a cabin over there, but they can't get in it. Okay, I think that might be representative of your energy. Look at that handsome man. Look at that handsome... Oh, you can't see him now. Anyway. Eight of Wands is quick, fast, and in a hurry. This is movement that is happening now. Wands is about the action, the physical doing, the drive, the motivation, like the getting it done. This is a card of movement. King of Swords is a card of being clear, honest, level-headed. Swords is about our mind. It's being logical, honest, clear with your intentions, clear with your communication. Sometimes this energy can have a sharp tongue, but it's like what you need to hear and know. So take it like it's not a bad thing. It's sometimes information that you need to hear and know for your success, even if you don't like the information, you don't like how it sounds. King of Cups in the reverse is interesting in the third position. This is immaturity, lack of emotional depth. It is someone that wants it their way or the highway, or they're stubborn. I want to do what I want to do, or I want to get what I want to get. When this is in the upright, Cups is the suit of emotions and relationships. And it's all relationships, friends, family, coworkers, romantic, all. When this is in the upright, it is someone that is not afraid to feel their emotions. A man that will cry. A man that is safe and compassionate and caring. When it's in the reverse, it's a man that is immature, that doesn't have the emotional depth, or there's immaturity around a situation. So, Julie, I don't know necessarily what the King of Cups is referring to, but this is very good energy of, yes, a move is possible. We might need to hear or deal with some things that are uncomfortable, but it's only for our benefit to move forward. Linda says, how will I be with financials, money, and a relationship? That is way too loaded of a question. Plus, these cards don't just have an answer to all three things. But let's see. Listen, my readings are usually like 10 minutes a piece, and I feel bad. So many people have been in here all night. So I'm trying, within reason, to answer some stuff quickly. Linda wants to know about everything. money, relationship, finances, all that. But these don't have a magic answer for everything like that. So let's just see what your advice is, Linda. Where Linda should be focusing her time and energy so that you can be successful with your finances and a relationship and everything. Where can Linda be focusing her time and energy for success? All right, Linda, let's see what we get. The Fool, you need to take a risk. YOLO, DGAF. You can't move forward unless you try something new. The Fool is like Four of Swords, the Lovers in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse. Listen, Linda, you need to not be afraid to take risks. Excuse me. There's no reward and there's no payoff in not putting yourself out there. That goes for work and income, for relationships specifically. Four of Swords is a look inward. It's rest and relaxation. Swords being everything up here. This is like taking time to rest and evaluate what are your goals? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to have? Because we can't get them until we have a clear idea and a plan and we're well rested and ready to take on life. The Lovers in reverse suggests to me that you are not in harmony with something right now. Either work or a relationship or and then you also have the Two of Swords in the reverse. The Two of Swords, actually, these both feel like a decision had been made recently that might not have been the best. That's what the Lovers and the Two of Swords both feel like in reverse. These are both a card of duality, of parallels, decisions, and they're both in reverse next to each other. So I don't know if you've made a big life change recently, Linda, and if so, if that's why you're like, oh, geez, so what's going to happen? Will I come into money? Your advice is that you need to take risks, like genuinely. He's about to fall off a cliff, but he's happy doing it. It's young, fresh, new, risky energy. So if you want to have success and be financially abundant and have a phenomenal partner, you need to take risks. Nirvana, good evening. Hello. What else do we got? Can I get a cabin crew job? Jane? Is it Janie? Janny? Guidance, clarity, advice. That's true. Lori is right. Let's see what we get. Let's see if there's any specific advice regarding you and getting said job or a position of interest. Where should you be focusing your time and energy for success? Come on. Janie, Janai, Jan, I don't know. Listen. Oh, Jana. It's Jana. Sorry. The Magician. Did we not see this a few questions ago? And does this not mirror what Lori just said to you? The Magician is telling you you already have all the tools, you have the knowledge, you have the ability, you have the willpower, the drive to accomplish and achieve whatever you want. Genuinely. that is this card. And out of 78 cards, that is the one that made itself shown first, which means I don't pull any other ones, okay? Please, please, please remember that. I don't care if you never come back in here or like, please remember that, okay? You absolutely are already capable of achieving whatever you want. You just have to apply yourself and take action, okay? Oh, you lost your husband and will be coming into some money soon. So they're that big, yeah, I hear you. And I'm so sorry for your loss. And I'm sure you feel just extra lost in general right now. Your reading still very much applies. You got to take risks. Things are going to be uncomfortable. You don't have to jump into anything tomorrow. You know what I mean? But don't be afraid to take risks in the future now that you're on a new path without your, your forever person. Is there any other questions while I'm trying to rapid fire? You guys have been awesome this evening. Oh, that's awesome. So here's the thing though. If you saw me on Instagram, you're following a piece of shit, low-life scammer asshole. So there is a fake account of me that has 500,000 followers on Meta, on Facebook. Like, we all have fake accounts. Anytime you grow a large social media following, there's people that make accounts pretending to be you. I don't even care. Hundreds of accounts on TikTok. There's accounts on YouTube. I don't care. The one big account on Facebook is making thousands of dollars a month just by posting my videos, and I make $0. And I cannot get them taken down without a lawyer. It's been a nightmare. But it's all right because I'm here and you found me here anyway. But so if you ever see me on Meta, I do have an Instagram. I am verified, but I don't post there because it makes it easier for them to take my content. So, oh, that's my husband telling you guys not to forget to like and subscribe. He's like, why don't you remind her? I don't know, because I'm not that kind of creator. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to subscribe or like me. Is that it? Have we reached the end of YouTube questions? You just ask a question. Go ahead. As long as it's something I do. I don't read health and I don't pull on other people. Oh my goodness. Oh, jeez. Your Lord and Savior. I got 12 tentacles on the bottom half of this body. Listen. Hawa Hassan. Hawa. I'm not trying to be rude. Thank you so much for the super chat. That was so kind of you. I cannot tell you if somebody's going to fall in love with you. These cards don't know that. Like, the only person that would know that is Val. That's not... I'm going to pull for you because you gave me a super chat, but everybody watching, please don't do that. All my readings are free. Please don't send me money and expect me to answer your question, okay? The only thing I do not do is I do not answer anything health related, and I don't pull on other people like this. Like, it wouldn't be real for me to pretend and tell you how Val feels. Unfortunately, the pop tarot readers on TikTok have taught the world, oh, that's what we do with these cards, but it's not. But I'm going to pull for you and see. You know what? Let me use the card I use for relationships or the deck, I should say. Hassan, maybe? So, while I can't tell you if Val is going to fall in love with you, we can ask for clarity and advice on maybe how you could woo this person, what you could do to get in their energy. Like where should you be putting your time and effort to hopefully attract this Val person, you know, within reason. These cards are like ice cubes covered in butter. They're very slippery, but... All right. Woo! Woo! If you don't have something to ask, then you don't need a tarot reading. And I mean that in a kind way. Like, trying to come up with a question is not going to benefit you. Because, like, tarot is made for when we're struggling with something. We have, you know, we're at a crossroads. We need advice. It's like something that we're already working with. It's a tool to help us gain clarity and insight. All right. All right. Seven is bug catching. Queen of Pentacles. Temperance in reverse. Nine of Cups. Holy shit. Hassan, the person with the super chat that asked about Val, please step into the chat. My guillotine earrings were made by a woman-owned small business that no longer makes them. She opened up a bakery in upstate Maine and closed her Etsy shop. Listen, nobody else get any ideas. Do not send super chats. But I have to tell you what these cards say. I hate this because I'm very serious about not pulling on other people's energy. Queen of Pentacles is just grounded, nurturing, intuitive, it's good, comforting energy, okay? Temperance in reverse is asking you to have a little more faith. It's asking you to believe that you have a higher power and believe in yourself and find balance between the two. Have faith that through your actions and what you do, your ideal partner will find you. But this also asks you to let go and let your higher power have your back, okay? But the card in the third position, the outcome, shit. Sorry, my cat just got on top of the baker's rack. Okay. And the baker's rack does not have, like, shelves. What are you doing? Was there a buggy up there? Okay. The card in the third position is wish fulfillment. The Nine of Cups. This is your wishes coming true. Okay? I hate this. I love tarot so much. But I hate this because I spend all night telling you guys I can't pull on energy that isn't you and blah, 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 because I can't predict the future. I don't know what's going to happen. But this is in the outcome position and it's wish fulfillment. Okay? Trust you. Trust whatever your higher power is, that this person will be brought to you if it is for your greatest and highest good. Okay? It's not illegal because I'm not taking money for it. In PA, it is illegal to take money for tarot. Yep. But I'm not taking money. But even if I was, it wouldn't matter. I don't know if your son will ever move back, Justine. I'm really sorry. That's not something I can answer. Lori, I got you. Absolutely, Lori, I got you. Let me use my tried and true. All right, we are looking for guidance, clarity, and advice for Lori. Also, I think while I was doing that reading, there was a gift that popped up. I'm so sorry if I didn't see it. I'm just getting used to this whole YouTube chat thing, and it doesn't mean I'm not grateful. That is so kind of you guys sending gifts. Like, always, always appreciated. Obviously never expected. But I'm sorry if somebody sent something I didn't immediately acknowledge it. All right, we are looking for guidance, clarity, and advice for Lori. See what was that? That's not how you shuffle cards. All right. That is going to piss me off, man. Ah, better. Oh, you are. You can't see him because he's behind the cat tower. But the way the cat tower is, he sits on the window like this with his elbows, one paw up. Like, he just looks like such a handsome man leaning on the window. All right, Lori. All right, one more shuffle. All right. Good evening, Sharon. In Northwest Florida. My phone's crooked, sorry. All right, here we go. Ace of Swords. New thought, idea, plan. Aha moment, clarity around something. Hanged Man. The Sun in reverse. And the Page of Wands. Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. All right, Lori, so this is like a new thought or idea. Swords being our mind, the ace. I like to explain it like it could be an aha moment or like an epiphany over something. Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't see this before, kind of thing. The Hanged Man is asking if you, should I stay or should I go? Represents stagnation, but it asks if we are cool with staying in the place we're at right now, or like, do we wish to go forward? Like, we're hanging where we are. We might be going to work and getting a paycheck. We might have a good relationship. We might, but like, just because we're doing those things, does that mean we don't strive for more? Like, this is asking, like, what more do you want out of life, if anything? The Sun card in reverse suggests that you might not be as happy and content as you could be, which is very interesting to see after this. Just because this is in reverse doesn't mean you're miserable and you don't have any joy. It's not like every card reverse is the opposite, but this is happiness, joy, genuine contentment in your soul. So when this is in the reverse, it's like, oh, what is causing some, like, what are we not completely happy about? Which this is asking. Now, you have the Page of Wands and then the Knight of Wands in reverse. This alone is a very strong message. The Page of Wands is oh my God, that's so cool. Oh my God, if they weren't my favorite pair of jewelry, oh God, I wish she was listen, I've gotten multiple pairs from her. I've worn them for years. I gave away like 15 pairs of them. I bought pairs, I bought necklaces from her. She sent me some. Like I gave all of them away on my TikTok. I think you can get like Temu ones, I'm pretty sure, or like TikTok shop, but the ones that I wear are real wood, handmade by a woman, small business, but like I said, she's a baker now. Oh, I'm so sorry. Because how perfect would that be for you? All right, Lori. I am going to explain this in terms of if you were single. I'm not saying you are, but I'm also not saying this is going to happen. This is just the best analogy I have for these two cards, because these do go next to each other. The Page of Wands. So Wands is about our drive, passion, creativity, motivation, the action of doing. The Page of Wands is like stepping onto the scene. Let's do this. I already had the idea. We know what we want to do. I'm here to take the action. I'm here to start it off. I am in all my flashy gear. Being like coming onto the scene, the player, the guy in the club or the girl, whatever, that is the hottest with the hottest gear and doing the hottest dance and is the hottest thing. Man, I sound old talking like that. That's what this is. Oh my God. It's too good to be true. The Knight, who is after this, is continuing. He's getting started. Let's go. I'm full of passion, ready to amp it up. Let's ride into the sunset. But this is in reverse because they might be passionate, but they fizzle out very quickly. So the Page in the final position and the Knight in the reverse position is like, listen, if something shiny catches your eye, it could be a job offer, a vacation, a person. If something like, if we decide there's something more that we're looking for in life, and something like comes immediately out of the woodwork and is like too good to be true, it is too good to be true. And that shit is going to burn out like a match. Okay. Wand energy is just very fiery, passionate energy. So for whatever reason, the Page came out, the Knight in reverse came out right after it saying like, oh, just kidding. I don't mean that. So, your advice, Lori, is to evaluate different areas of your life and ask yourself if you are happy and if you are content in work, in relationships, in hobbies or lack thereof, in self-care. That's the overall theme of your cards is take a personal inventory and see if there's changes you want to make. However, if something comes along in the near future and it is too good to be true, it probably is. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Okay? I'm glad. I hope that gives you something to think about. Or if anything, makes you feel a little better. Also, Lori, you have been phenomenal and phenomenally engaging in the chat with other people. And though I have not kept up with the conversations, I've seen it, and I do really appreciate that. It is 1 o'clock on the dot, and I gotta go to bed. You guys have been awesome. You want to do this again tomorrow? No, I gotta do my job. I'll be on Whatnot live 7:30 tomorrow night. But like, I'll meet you back here on Monday. I am gonna start scheduling some tarot readings on. Hey, thanks. That's my hubby that just sent me a flower. I am gonna start scheduling some shows. Okay, so you guys will be able to see on my page. Oh, she's gonna be on whenever. So everybody that let me read for them, thank you. I am a dumpster. Go look at my page and you'll see what I sell. I am a dumpster diver and I sell things from thrift store dumpsters. But I do not sell clothing, shoes, or anything for babies, kids, anything like that. That stuff gets donated to people that genuinely need it and organizations that give it to people that need it for free. But the shit I find in thrift store dumpster, my page is, that's all my page is. There's no tarot stuff on my page. It's all my dumpster diving. So, Britt, thanks for being a rock star. I gotta go to sleep. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. I'll see you sometime this week. Okay? I gotta figure out how to get out of here. I don't know how to do it. Let's see. Okay, bye.